Thank you, Kevin.
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now, here's George. Leonard on the wing. Launches it. He can't hit that time. And here's Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Leonard. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Russell against Wall. Russell no luck. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Passes it to George. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Ball pass it to Leonard. And the wide open shot for Morris. Connects from three-point range.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now, here is Russell. The pass to Gobert. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Outside, Wall. In the corner, George with it. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell looking around. Here's Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes of play. Clippers trail by 3. Now Wall. Pass to George. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Ball against Russell to the left side wing. 18 feet out. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Wall with the ball. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Russell kicks to Towns. Gobert in the corner. Dishes it to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Now, here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Russell dishes to Towns. Nice move. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Edwards. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Towns is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Edwards, that's good.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's George. Out to Morris. Takes the 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves lead. And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Count it.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Now, here is George. To the paint. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Russell against Wall. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Towns wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. George passes to Morris. Outside for George. From outside off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting well. 50% from the floor. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers shooting well. 50% from the floor. Ball passes to Zubats. It's stolen by Gobert. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Off on the layup. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's George. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drive. Here's Towns, and he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And George kicks the Wall. Outside for George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Russell passes to Edwards. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now, here is George. He's got 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Crosses over. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Russell inside, covered by Wall. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to McDaniels. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Now here's Leonard. That ball, nice speed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
McDaniels with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside for George. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. And Wall kicks to Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's 7 points for Marcus Morris.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
All right, David, thank you. And
the Timberwolves, 22.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk the player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Clippers leading by 4. Covington passing to Batum. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
Tremendous awareness from Nicholas. The wily vet finding some points.
The kick out to Anderson. The dish to Prince. Unloads. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Batum kicks to Jackson. So the wing on the left. That's the free fly. Man can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Takes it out to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Batum finds Jackson on the wing. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Now here's Jackson out to the right wing. Outside for Batum. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 4. And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Batum. Doesn't go that time. Prince with the defensive effort. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside, Covington. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. And there's the pass to McLaughlin. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:12 left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. To stop the drought, he lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Noel passes to Anderson for the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Covington shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
To the middle. Here's Prince. Pass to Noel. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now here's Covington. On the wing, Jackson. Here's the three. No good on that one. And we just finished the third quarter. We got a whole game here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Clippers in the lead. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the quarter. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now.
Thank you, David.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now, here is Russell. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell, 6 to shoot. George against Edwards. Here's Gobert, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers leading by 5. George looking over the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And George drops them both.
money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Edwards with it. The layup missed. Outside Leonard. Driving the lane. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. The pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris kicks to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim. Flat out dominating them inside.
Now here's Towns. Out to Edwards for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Now here's Leonard. McDaniels defending. Wall, good.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. There's the drive. Over to the left wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now Towns. It's stolen by Morris. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Leonard hits them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Edwards looking it over. Towns in the corner. Edwards against George. And finished off by Edwards.
What a creative finisher Edwards is. So fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Wall passes to George. The kick out to Wall. George against Edwards. Back to Leonard. Outside for George. Just 3 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Driving in. Here's Gobert. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 8. Wall kicks to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
It's Russell with the drive. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stop. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Inside, it's deflected. Leonard with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George against Edwards. Wall looking it over. Like at 6. Left side, George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries These are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
A nice defense right there by John Wall. He's got all the physical tools, length, strength, and quickness.
Oh, Adams with the block. Here's Morris. The kick out to Wall. Morris passes to Wall. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Oh, Morris with a steal. George with it. Guarded by Morant. Here's Morris. Leonard for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Now here's George. No good from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Wall against Moran. Kicks it to George. Stolen by Jackson. Moran against Wall. Knocks it loose. On the wing, Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the left wing. Pass to Brooks. From downtown. Good. And the setup by Moran.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Wall against Moran. Back to George. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Moran. Brooks outside. Here's Adams. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wall, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Now, John Wall has incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Here's Moran. And he converts the layup.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's George. This one for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Brooks. There's Jackson with the 3. Outside Morant. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Morris finds Leonard. Good kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Ball to Memphis.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bain. Pass to Adams. Here's Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. George outside. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Desmond Bain.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
George outside. Morris outside. To the wing, right side. Wall with it. He's picked up by Bain. And stolen by Bain. Now here's Morant. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And it's Morris penetrating. Oh, my. What a slam right at the buzzer.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers.
Please give a big round of applause for the Clippers.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks finds Morant. Fires the three. Counted from distance. Morant's got 7 points.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Out to Leonard. Back to George. Jackson against Morris. From outside the arc. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Tries again. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. Puts it up from 17. Outside for Morant. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Goes up again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, man, the defender really went after him.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You have the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score.
George with it. He's picked up by Bain. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Back to Wall. The kick out to Morris. George outside. That one no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Memphis trailing here.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Wall, the pass to George. Outside Wall. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Kicks it to George. From the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons, who play in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Pass to George. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Shot from 12. Off the left rim and out. The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. George against Bain. Morris passes to George. The kick out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. From deep, Bain. Here's Adams. Blocked. George outside. Morris outside. Out to Leonard. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard against Bain. And here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Drives to the hoop. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Wall. Over Bain. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options.
Thanks very much, Allie. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Marcus Morris making an impact in this one.
And I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Powell finds Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. They lead by 1. Here's Conchar. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Jones from outside.
I love the discipline shown right there by Reggie Jackson. Make the offensive player work over your contest. That is nice defense. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Left side, Green. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Out to Powell. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Pass to Batum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Jackson. Jones. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
First personal foul. Second team.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Jones against Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is his sweet spot. Reggie Jackson, when he puts it on the deck, he is quite comfortable.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To stop the drought. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Jackson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the dunk by Jackson.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Timeout call, Memphis. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Jackson against Jones. Pass to Conchar. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's off.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Conchar. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 1:37 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Now here's Powell, guarded closely. Jackson down low, defended by Jones. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Pass to Williams. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Jackson finds Batum. Here's Mann. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. Into the lane. Conchar pulls it in. For Memphis, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Clark, the pass to Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington. That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Memphis, Zaire Williams. At the line for 2.
Good on the second one. 43 seconds left in the third. Powell outside. Pass to Batum. Back to Powell. And Powell with the stop.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Jones in the post. Jackson on it. Williams from long range. He drops it from range. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Powell passes to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Good get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Jones from outside. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's man into the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Wall finds Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, such a solid understanding of how to take advantage of the pick-and-roll situation.
The shake. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. George against Bain. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And it's Moran off the drive. It doesn't go for him. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard right side. George outside. Up top Morris. Pass to Leonard. Ooh, poked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. George passes to Wall. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Well, we've always known Paul George could be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Inside, Adams. Pass to Bain. The 3. Buries it from 3.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Now Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Ball to Memphis.
Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Morris on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Zubac's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball against Morant.
2 minutes.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Morris down low, pounded by Morant. The kick out to Morris. Up top, George. And George with the jam.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basket basket. Go to work, sir.
Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to Bain. 4-3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bain, the pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
George finds Leonard. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Morris. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. Adams grabs the miss. And here are the Grizzlies now. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Jackson against Morris. Bain, the pass to Jackson. No good on the 3. Deflects the pass. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The 3 is up. No good. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Boy, Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
That
Yeah, me too.
Here we go.
Thanks, David. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. McDaniels passes to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Morant. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Poked away. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. Payne against Edwards. Payne kicks to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on top.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Russell against Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Towns. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Hits the three-point bomb.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jump.
Passes to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Out to Morant. Outside, Jackson. On the wing, Bain. From deep three-point range. Minnesota with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And maybe a step out of his range.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Bain. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
The kick out to Towns. Takes a three. He doesn't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside, Bain. Now the pass to Jackson. Morant outside. Brooks with him. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Morant with the drive.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
The feed now to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 4-point game. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 7.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Edwards tries in. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The shot missing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Fighting in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the foul to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game of the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Timberwolves trail. And Russell puts up a deep 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Memphis with the ball. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Good on the 3-point shot. Bain's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Towns wide open. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Bain against Edwards. Bain passes to Brooks. Now, here's Bain. D right on him. Back to Brooks. To the inside. From deep. Bain, no good. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. He's averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Jackson finds Bain. To the right side. Morant with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McDaniels dishes to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded by Morant. And it's Russell missing. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain. The 3 from Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Brooks with it. He's picked up by Russell. Brooks, the pass to Morant. They need this one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Both free throws good from Morant. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known for...
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
A crossover. Morant finds Adams. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morant with it, now guarded by Towns. Here's Brooks. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Outside, Russell. Jackson against Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Jackson, and he converts the layup. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. The tray. Rebounded by Jackson. Now Morant. 11 points in the game. To the paint. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's tape.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2.
The Grizzlies.
We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Green. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. Jones kicks to Williams. Outside, Green. The kick out to Williams. Back to Green. Pass to Conchar. Fires the 3. That shot misses. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Towns, the pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns in the corner. Pass to Noel. Right wing. Towns against Jones. Towns, no luck.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Jones dishes to Williams. Back to Jones. To the wing right side. Conchar, the pass to Jones. To the middle. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Here's Conchar. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The kick out to Towns. Carries it from three-point range. Towns has got 12 in the game.
Oh, my goodness. 7-footer launching from way beyond the arc. How do you contest that? I don't think you can.
Outside Williams. Dishes to Clark. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And Towns throws it down.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Misses from close range. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Reed. Here's Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Noel passes to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Going inside. Fires for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Green. Right side, Williams. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. On defense, the Timberwolves. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Conchar. 4 on the clock. Here's Green.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
McLaughlin, the pass to Towns. Driving inside. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Kicks it out to Jones. Got a piece of it. Towns with it. Jones covering. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Some solid defense from Clark.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Conchar. Trying to get something going, and it's good on the layup. Conchar's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And the Timberwolves call time. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Jones against Russell. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Some solid defense from Clark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Tie game in Minnesota. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Morant, and Morant throws it down.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Out to Russell. Now here's McDaniel. Defense is right there. Stolen by Brooks. Payne against Russell. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Russell. Outside for Jackson to take the lead. Here's Adams. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Timberwolves shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Towns finds Edwards. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Here's McDaniels. Off target from three-point range. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down low. Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Russell dishes to Towns. He kicks to Edwards. Russell high post. Outside, Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Morant passes to Bain. The 3. Here's Adams. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Out to Russell. Out to the wing. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
And Morant throws it down.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Over to the wing. For the 3. A nice shot by McDaniel. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Kept alive. Here's Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the phone.
Brooks knows what's at stake here. No time to panic. Just give this everything you got.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
Hey, by missing that free throw now, a 3 could even the score.
Russell against Morant. Out to Edwards. The dish to Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Edwards. Outside, Russell. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Bain. To tie it up. And another miss by Memphis.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Morant. Outside, Dane. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. You can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's McDaniels. Cracks in the tray. McDaniels got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
In the corner, it's Bain. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting. This should be an act effective game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Over to the left wing. Towns against Morris. Lets it fly from 18. Paul George pulls it in. McDaniels against Wall. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. Out to Leonard. Over Towns. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Edwards can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Russell to pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. 4 on the clock. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, BA, he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. And good whistle there.
First one falls for him.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
George hits them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Gobert finds Towns. Back to Gobert. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns down low. Guarded by Morris. Second chance shot. McDaniels. That's good.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Out to Leonard. Morris outside. Leonard against McDaniels. Morris outside. 3 on the clock. Pure from three-point range.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Nifty move. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And he can't get the first one.
The line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
He hits the second from the line. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Morris left side. Leonard outside. To the right side. Ball for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Russell pass to McDaniels. And Wall comes to help. Back to Russell. laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
McDaniels passes to Russell. Now Towns. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Kicks it to George. Morris passes to George. Leonard outside. Back to Morris. 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got 5 now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
George against Edwards. Up top, Wall. Up in time.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Clippers on top, up by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pass to Towns. He takes it in. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris finds Leonard. Kicks it to George. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got 8. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, the way the NBA game is evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. Can you say showing off a little? I mean, the crossover leads to the wasted possession.
That gives them the lead.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert. George against Edwards. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Outside Wall. George against Edwards. They need this. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode and see if he can cash in now at the line.
George hits them both. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Wall. The kick out to Morris. The 3-ball. No luck on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Towns passes to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Right side Russell. Right side McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Russell finds McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
George passes to Zubac. Rebound Minnesota. Now here's Towns. Edwards can't hit. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Morris can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Outside McDaniels. The 3 is rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. It's George on the wing. Pass to Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
40 seconds left to play in the half. The 3, George. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Outside for Russell. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Pass to Wall. Driving to the basket. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy.
The Clippers, 17.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the center position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McLaughlin to the inside. Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping things.
Pass to Noel. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Powell outside. Deflected.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. Reed in the post. Batum's on him. Anderson. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment and get that ball off.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Back to Jackson. Pass to Mann. Counted.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. just swipe the candy from him.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Batum gets the bucket.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Prince. Here's Noel. Now covers. From deep three-point range. Anderson can't get it to go. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Clippers trail. Up top, Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Powell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Count that bucket. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Powell finds Covington. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's McLaughlin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. The Clippers shooting 40% so far in this one. Powell passes to Batum. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Prince on the attack. Oh, great D that time from Powell. And the Clippers with the ball. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Jackson gets double-teamed. For 3, Covington. Anderson pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Prince. Kicks it out to Anderson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Powell passes to Batum. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's McDaniels. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Covington. Here's Mann. Back to Covington. They double him with McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game. Rudy Gobert.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Pass to Russell. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Russell, the pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. Over Wall. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. No luck on that one. The Clippers really having a tough go here. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Morris passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Anderson. Now here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Russell, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Morris with it. Russell covering. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Tipped. McDaniels passes to Anderson. Back to Daniels. Right side Anderson. Outside Edwards. Outside Anderson. It's McDaniels on the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
The Clippers running out of time. Wall, the pass to George.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Morris. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. And the Clippers with the ball. Morris on the wing. All alone. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Anderson. Looking to end the drought. Knocks down the triple. Anderson's got 9 points now in the 2nd half.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation. Slow-mo, getting one off.
George for 3. Anderson pulls it down.
Well, the dude really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Timberwolves.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Rudy Gobert.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
And here's Russell. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Morris. To the inside. Here's George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
Sports and a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Now, here is George. Following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Here's Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Morris. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Wall. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, he's got some off. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now, here is George. Zubac with the screen for George. Off target from outside. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Morant passes to Adams.
Well, if you know players on who they think is the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses.
Steven Adams at the line for 2.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult for you to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Outside, Wall. On the wing, Morris. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant, right side. Inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Count the basket. Morant's got 6.
Point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morris kicks to Wall. Outside for George. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6, and Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That'll put Paul George on the line. It goes on Dylan Brooks, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now, here's Zubats. Adams, some nice D. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Grant. Adams finds Brooks. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Here's George. A kick out to Wall. Back to George. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Clippers moving the ball around. Yep, it counts.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. And then jammed down as he goes right over to Zubac.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant outside. Pass to Brooks. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for them. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in a point. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And here's Morant. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg. May not. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
George looking over the floor. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Bain. No good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morant passes to Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up the power inside the paint.
Outside, Wall. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played, and the layup falls.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. Outside, Bing. Brooks with no one around, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 7. Morris dishes the Wall. Brooks against George. And Wall kicks to George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Payne finds Jackson. Payne against George. Excellent D there from George. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Jackson a screen on Wall. Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
From deep, George. A shot off that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Outside, George. 3-pointer. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the wing right side. Morant kicks to Brooks. Out to Morant from outside the arc. It's rebounded by John Wall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George dishes the Wall. Outside for George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Clippers. Takes a step back. Out to Brooks. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Jackson in the corner. It's the rebound. Out to Brooks. Back to Adams. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain. He draws a lot of fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Here's Morant. All with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Tyus Jones. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchard in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Green, the pass to Conchard. They kick it out to Green. Pulls up on the wing. And with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist from Jackson. Batum's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Green with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And here is Los Angeles now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Jackson down low, working on Jones. Man, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Jones finds Green. Back to Jones. Shot from the wing. Pass to Conchard. Left side, Jones. Lock at 6. The kick out to Williams. Tries again. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it a habit.
Passes it to Pop for the lead. Rebound by Williams.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Zaire Williams. 2 shots.
They can't make the second free throw either, missing both. L.A. has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And now here comes Jones in the break, over in the corner, Green. Williams kicks to Jones. Back to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The Clippers in the lead. Left side, Batum. Down low, here's Mann. They get it again, and Batum kicks the foul. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Covington dishes to Batum. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Mann can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Williams in the post, defended by Covington for the lead, and Covington sends it back. Here's Mann, defended by Green. Batum passes to Covington. Outside for Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jones up top, defended by Covington. Back to Jones. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Batum against Clark. Here's Conchar. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's a close game here in Memphis. Outside for Batum. Outside Jackson. And the pass to Man. A three-pointer off the mark. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Jackson. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his fourth rebound in this one. The try by Green.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know if too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
At the line for two.
Both free throws good from Green. Clippers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Covington, and he banks in the layup. Covington's got his first basket.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
They kick it out to Green. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies lead by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Gotta admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even see that happen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Outside for George. Back to Morris from past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Brooks finds Adams. Back to Brooks. Morant outside. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Outside, George from downtown. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. Steps back. Morant surveying the D. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he drives in. And then Morant brings it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Wall, no luck.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And then Morant brings it in.
They'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Just a Wall. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Outside, Bain. And there's the feed to Jackson. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard kicks to Morris. Left side, Leonard to the left wing. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Morant against Wall. Morant kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Bain's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Passes it to George. Drives to the hoop. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject.
Bain finds Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. Oh, good with the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
A proven champion and a big-time performer who wants to be the guy at the line in these close
And so both free throws are good. And it's a two-point ball game.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
It's stolen by Wall. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. George dishes to Leonard. The pass to Zubats. He gets that one. Zubats has got his first 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 4. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Payton for 3. Tee that time from Leonard.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
This one for 3. And George kicks to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Leonard. From the arc. He gets hauled in by Adams. Memphis with the ball. Trailing by 4. Morant drives in. From deep three-point range, it counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and focus on this.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Timeout call, the Grizzlies. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So it's the Clippers taking the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Outside Bain, Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant, and stolen by Edwards. Here's the break. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Russell. There's the drive. And Morant clears the board. Russell's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Outside Russell. Left side McDaniels. Back to Russell. Now Edwards. Puts the move on. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. Back to Brooks. Outside Morant. Going inside. Morant with the slam.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Brooks with the rebound.
Oh, a sensational play. Adjusting in midair to elude the defender, just couldn't finish.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And the basket by Bain.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable 3-point option.
Stolen by Bain. Adams with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. And then Morant with the dunk.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams. No good on that one. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
Now here's Russell. Drills it from deep. Russell's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Towns. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Morant against Russell. Knocked loose. Outside Edwards. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant against Edwards. Three-pointer, Brooks. That shot missing. He got it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Now here's Edwards. Oh! Gets it down!
Showing some power!
Nice!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Adams. 3-point lead. Here's Payne. Outside for Morant. Pass to Brooks. There's the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. To the middle. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. 4 on the clock. Jackson with room to fire. No good. A bit long that time.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And Edwards slams it in.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And so it's Memphis with it after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
A big-time ISO player in college. Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
McDaniels finds Towns. Back to Daniels. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Towns covering. Inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Russell to pass to Towns. Takes a 3. Adams grabs the miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bain. Over Edwards. Bain, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. They get the rebound. Outside Bain. Up top Morant. Second chance effort. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Driving inside, out to the right wing. Anderson inside. Jackson on him. Anderson can't get it to go. Morant, pass to Brooks. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
Pass to Prince. Kicks it out to Anderson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Noel.
I love how aggressive Bain is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Three-pointer, Brooks. No good. Misses at the buzzer.
The Timberwolves, 25. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Anderson against Williams. Here's Clark. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jones, the pass to Green. On the wing, Conchar. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Prince. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. High post Reed. Working on Clark. Reed, good.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Jones up top. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. The 17-footer. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Outside Jones. To the paint. Here's Clark. Nice D from Reed.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Williams grabs the board. Memphis leading. Clark right side. Here's Jones. Tipped.
Torian Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Conchar. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Nas Reed. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Outside, Williams. Pass to Conchar. From deep. Offensive board. Outside Jones. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
This is who you want leading that play. A short passer with great awareness.
Here's Brent. Launches it. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's McLaughlin missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Clark, the pass to Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Jones, the pass to Green. On the wing, Conchar. That three's off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Clark with a block. They get it back, and the shot's good. Anderson's got his first basket. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. Pass to Green. Back to Conchar. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's Russell. He's got 5. Gobert with it. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson. And some solid defense from Towns. Gobert finds Edwards. And he dunks it down right as the buzzer sounded. Wow!
And that's it.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing that has to try and take away.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards.
Oh,
my goodness!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
This guy is excited to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
against Russell. Jackson, pass to Bain. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Towns. Oh, stolen by Morant. Brooks against McDaniels. Right side Bain. Morant, the pass to Bain. On the wing, Bain. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Russell. Drops in the layup for 2.
The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the jets and get to the cup.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. And then Morant with the jam.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Left side, Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Morant finds Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Outside for Morant. 5 to shoot. Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. That's good from Towns on the assist by Russell.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Russell against Morant. The 3 from Bain. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Russell to pass to McDaniels. To tie it up. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
Outside Morant. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Hey, pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And Gobert with a block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Minnesota.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Jenkins was discussing with his players. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, "It's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays too, winning the 50-50 balls. That's the effort we need."
And Allie, thanks.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Jackson outside. Down low. There's the steal. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Outside McDaniels. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Gobert passes to Russell. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
I'm looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. The fader. Offensive rebound. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.